Boy, you just knew that was going to be the draw, didn't you? Arsenal get drawn against Bayern Munich. Now, the Champions League draw just happened, so I'm reacting to it live. I haven't really thought about the matchup all that much, but this is a tough game. It's going to be a tough game, both home and away. We're going to be playing the home leg at Emirates Stadium, and a caveat is that Bayern fans can't travel to watch the Emirates game. So there's going to be no Bayern fans. The away end is going to be empty, which is absolutely huge for us. We need to get off to a good start to the tie. We just have to. The Allianz Arena is a really tough place to play. We need to get off to a good start in the Emirates. And the thing is, of course, we're going to be facing Harry Kane again. Saliba needs to be on his A game. Gabriel needs to be on his A game because we know what Harry Kane does to Arsenal. He loves playing against us. Every North London derby he scored against us. This time he'll be playing for Bayern, but he's still going to be on it. We need to be ready. Listen, I'm trying to convince myself this is a winnable draw because it could be worse. We could be playing Real Madrid or Man City, and that for me would have been far worse than going up against Bayern Munich. Now remember, Bayern Munich, no fans in the home leg. We should be able to then get a lead maybe. If we can go into the Allianz Arena, let's say 3-1 up, and we just have to hold out in the Allianz, it's doable. This is a doable way to get to the semi-finals. Now again, the last time I reacted was against Porto, and I said, oh, that's going to be an easy draw. Porto aren't looking that good at the time, and it didn't end up being an easy draw. I was completely wrong, and I'm not saying this can be an easy draw at all. I think Bayern have all the rights to be able to beat us, but we should put in a good performance. The last time we played in the round of 16, other than the Porto game, was that time against Bayern Munich. The time, I'm sure you guys remember, we lost 10-2 on aggregate, 5-1 in both games. It was just a catastrophe. This is a much different team. It's time for revenge. Can we get our revenge this time? Can we right our wrongs this time around? I absolutely hope so, but I did say the whole season long that as long as Arsenal get semi-final Champions League football, I'll see that as a major victory for us. We haven't played Champions League quarterfinals for 14 years. So at this moment in time, I don't really care. This is the Champions League quarterfinals. There's no easy draw. PSG are going to be tough. Barca would always be tough. Obviously, Real Madrid and Man City, the two teams I want to stay away from, they would always be tough. And let's go in Dortmund. On paper, they are the easier teams, but they are going to be so difficult if you have to play one of them. There's no easy games. There's no easy draws anymore. We are up against it, but every team is as well. Bayern Munich is one hell of a team. Yes, they sit 10 points behind Leverkusen at the time, I think it is. But they are still a really good team. This has probably been Kane's best season of his career, or arguably one of his best seasons of his career. He's been on goal scoring form, absolutely outstanding. We need to make sure that Saliba and Gabriel lock in, defend Kane properly. We can't afford any sloppy mistakes. We can't afford to go in there, put in weak performances for both legs the way we did against Porto. If we can put in our Premier League form against Bayern, then anything is possible. But this is such a hard tie. I'm trying to convince myself that we're going to get through, and I do believe we can. If we will, is a whole different story. But I'm just glad to be playing Champions League quarterfinal football. It is such a good sight to see. I'm absolutely hoping and praying that we find our way through Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich are a good team. Leroy Sané, Musiala, Kane, Alphonso Davies obviously at left back. But the thing is, you look at their defense, and I think there's a way to exploit them defensively. Obviously, Eric Dyer is a centre-back of theirs, and they haven't been great defensively. I think we can exploit them. Thomas Tuchel has Bayern Munich basically limping through the season. There's a way we can exploit them defensively, but if we can't defend, if we can't keep a clean sheet in at least one of the legs, then I don't see us winning the tie. I just don't. Again, I think the first leg is the make or break for us. We can't slip up. We can't lose that first leg, because if we do, go into the Allianz Arena chasing a lead, that's never going to win. We're never going to win that. That's never going to happen. We need to make sure we go to the Allianz Arena with something, not a draw. If we can win that first leg in the Emirates Stadium, then I believe as long as we hold out somewhat against Bayern in the Allianz, we can win the tie. Of course we can. But it's all about that first game. No Bayern fans, empty away in. We can make the Emirates a fortress. As long as we put in a good performance, we should be able to get through the first leg, hopefully win the first leg, and then set us up good for a second leg. Now, the one issue we do have, let's just say somehow, some way we find ourselves past Bayern and we beat Bayern on aggregate, find ourselves in the semi-finals. The then problem we have is the semi-final opponent, because we weren't lucky as far as that goes either. We will be facing the winner. Let's just say we beat Bayern. We will be facing the winner of Real Madrid and Man City. That's not a great matchup for us either. So those are the two teams I wanted to stay away from, as in Real Madrid and City. And the whole other side of the brackets is where I would have loved Arsenal to fall, with PSG, Barcelona, Dortmund and Atleti. We didn't fall on that side. We have to go through potentially Bayern, Real Madrid and City. That is such a tough run. But the thing is, like I said, it's Champions League football. Anything can happen. And this is what you get with Champions League football. Really good teams. You have to produce against them. And if we can't beat Bayern, it doesn't matter. But if we can beat Bayern, I will be semi-confident going into the Real Madrid City game. Whoever it is, I'll be semi-confident. I don't know how confident I will be, but I would be occasionally confident. I don't know. Very nervous, but it is Champions League football. This is what we've been wanting for so many years now, and we have it. Arsenal, Bayern Munich will be playing the first leg at home, the second leg away at the Allianz. This is going to be a huge tie. But yeah, that's the video. Let me know in the comments below, what are your thoughts about the tie? Are you happy with the fact that we'll be playing Kane and Eric Dyer and Bayern Munich again? Let me know in the comments below. Please be sure to smash the like button, subscribe if you guys haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next one.